Hey there, I'm Han.
And I'm Kat, and we're Brews and Reviews.
So today's video we are going to be doing the notebook tag, which was originally created by a booktube book, and we were tagged by Bookish Cheryl. We will put both of their links down below. If you haven't checked out both of their channels, then do so because they are both very good. Cheryl has some great reviews.
So this is quite a long tag, so we're just going to try and be shorter than we usually are because we're a bit rambly. But yeah, we're going to head right into this.
Question 1, nope ending. A book ending that made you go, nope, either in denial, rage, or was just crappy.
This one, I went with the book that I read last month, Kill Switch. This ending ruined the book for me completely. I mean, it wasn't a great book to begin with, but the ending, let's just say, this book is like Taken, you know, the film with Liam Neeson in it. If in the end he didn't find his daughter and then just went, oh well, just get on with my life.
I chose Allegiant by Veronica Roth just because, nope, just no.
I mean, that ending did ruin the series.
It did. It ruined the author. Like, I will not pick up a book by her simply because of that book. It was just terrible. Question 2, nope protagonist. A main character that you dislike or drives you crazy.
Okay, I went with Bryony from Atonement. Obviously, she is the cause of the main misunderstanding that takes place in this book, and I just don't like her. There was nothing about her that made me like her, and she's just kind of mean. I know she's a kid, but still.
I chose Tally from Uglies by Scott Westerfield. She was just an awful character. Like, she was a drag. Just some of the decisions she made was just rubbish. She was boring. I just don't like her. I really don't like her, and it ruined the books for me. The book was terrible anyway, but yeah, I just don't like her. Question 3, nope series. A series that turned out to be a huge pile of nope.
For this one, I went with the Dustland series by Moira Young. So, don't get me wrong, I absolutely love the first book in this series, which is Blood Red Road. But the other two, they let it down. They weren't the match for it. So it was very disappointing, particularly the last one, which I don't even remember the name of, Raging Star. That one was a huge letdown, and just nope.
The series I chose was Beautiful Creatures by Kami Garcia. It was just terrible. It was terrible.
I mean, I think pretty much everyone knows that Beautiful Creatures is a terrible book series.
Yeah, just terrible. I've just got nothing else to say, just nope. Question 4, nope popular pairing. A ship you just don't support.
Okay, so my choice for this is Quoth and Denna from the Kingkiller Chronicles. I don't care how you want to spin this pairing, I do not like it. I think she just randomly shows up sometimes, and he's infatuated with her, and she's like, oh, I'm kind of dating this other person right now, and I don't care what she's got going on in her life. I do not care. She is nasty to him in that she just, she leads him on, she lets him hang on there, and keeps him infatuated, and then is like, no, but really, I'm going out with this other guy because he's got money. So, Denna, no, go away. And to be honest, I don't really like Quoth that much, but this pairing is just I don't agree with it.
I chose Selena and Dorian from A Throne of Glass by Sarah J Maas, only because I prefer Kale and Selena. I don't particularly mind Dorian and Selena, but compared to Kale, he's just got nothing on him. Like, Kale all the way. Question 5, a nope plot twist. So a twist that you didn't like or you just didn't see coming.
Okay, for this I picked Third Degree by James Patterson and Andrew Gross. This series it's not the best series. It's full of stereotypes and it's not great. But it's based around these 4 women who are experts in their field, and they're great at all the things that they do. So one of them is a medical officer, one of them is this hotshot lawyer. But one of these characters in the third book in the series basically just becomes completely different to how they were in the previous 2 books. And they become really weak, and it's a twist or like a plot device that is taken in this book that I just don't agree with, and I really wasn't feeling it, and I was like, you've just completely done that character a disservice. You've set them up for to be this sort of person, and then they have changed their personality completely, and well, it's just, I just don't like it.
Question 6, a note, protagonist or character decision. A character decision that made you just shake your head, nope.
I went with Jurassic Park, specifically Dennis Nedry's decision to just drive on through the Dilophosaur enclosure, because that's gonna go well.
I mean, what was he thinking?
I mean, whether you've read that or just seen it, it's just a stupid decision, and he pays for that.
Yeah, he did. I chose Iron Traitor by Julie Kugawa, which was a decision that Kieran made. If you've read the series, you'll probably know what I'm on about. And you know it's going to happen, but you still don't want it to happen. And it's like, no, he is your family, don't do that. It was just a really bad decision, and it created havoc for the rest of the book, well, for the next book. And I really like Kieran, and I was like, Kieran, don't do that. Like, he went down a tad bit in my estimation. Just a tad bit. He sort of redeemed himself in the end, but... Question 7, a nope genre. So a genre that you've just got no interest of reading.
See, the problem with that is that I don't really want to say that I never will read a genre, because I like to pick up different things. If a plot interests me, then it's going to interest me no matter what the genre is.
Like, I have my certain genres that are my favourites, but I wouldn't say no to them, do you know what I mean? But some just don't appeal to me as much. But I think I don't tend to read poetry.
No, neither do I. That's my downfall.
Yeah.
I mean, it has its time, it has its place, it just doesn't have its place in my heart.
No.
So I tend to avoid poetry as much as possible.
Yeah. Question 8, a nope book format. So a format that you prefer to just wait to buy it in the format that you prefer.
I don't like hardbacks. I find them, like, I've got really tiny hands, like children-sized hands. So hardbacks are really cumbersome, and I just find them really awkward. So I'd rather wait until they're in a paperback form or some other format.
I just don't tend to like audiobooks or digital books. I just like a hard copy in my hands, and I feel like I get into it a little bit more. I think it's just holding a book and just smelling a book. Not that doesn't sound weird, but...
Well, it's less weird than smelling your phone or something.
Why would anyone smell a phone then?
Oh, exactly. So if you had a digital copy, you wouldn't smell it.
Oh, true. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Okay. Question 9, a nope trope. So a trope that makes you go nope.
I chose Insta-Love because, my God, do I hate that trope. Like, who needs Insta?
Like,
who needs it? Like, nobody needs it. It's just laziness. It's not that hard to actually develop. Well, I mean, maybe it is hard for some people, but just develop your characters properly and they will fall into place. Just, why do you feel the need for someone to see somebody else? They've just met each other and they're immediately deep in love.
do you know what though? Like, the amount of people who don't like it, yet authors continue to do it still.
Yeah.
When, you know, surely they're reading reviews and they're like, oh, this person doesn't like my Insta-Love. Oh, this person doesn't like my Insta-Love. Oh, do you know what? I'm going to write another book with Insta-Love in it.
Yeah, like, maybe
No.
stop. Just stop.
I chose family betrayal just because it tends to happen a lot, and it's like, you always see it coming, is the thing.
Definitely.
So it's never a shock, but it's just like, why? Is that seriously needed? No, it's not. But you're going to shove it in there anyway, aren't you?
You're like, oh, I'm so surprised that the brother betrayed the sister. No, I'm not surprised. It's obvious.
Yeah. Question 10, a notebook recommendation. So a book that's hyped and pushed at you, but you just don't want to read.
Mine was The Time Traveler's Wife by Audrey Niffenegger. I have no interest in it at all. People love it. People rave about it.
I'm pretty sure I've seen the film.
I haven't. I don't have any interest in that either. It sounds cheesy and it kind of creepy, to be honest. I like the fact that you meet someone, she's a little girl as well. That's creepy. Like, creepy. on Jacob imprinting on Renesmee the baby creepy levels. Just, I've no interest in that. It's weird. Just get it away from me right now.
I chose Timeline by Michael Crichton.
It's me that's pushing it on you. I'm like, read Timeline, it's one of my favourite films.
So, the thing is though, is that we watched the film, and
Can I just say, I watched the film, Hannah fell asleep halfway through it.
Right, this says a lot. I never fall asleep through films. Never. Like, even if it's terrible, like, I don't tend to fall asleep. Don't get me wrong, I was extremely exhausted. I really was. I was tired. But it just did nothing for me. I feel like the book could probably hold a little bit of promise, but I just don't think I would. I don't think I'd go there. Question 11. A nope, pet peeve or cliche. So just a cliche that makes you roll your eyes.
I chose the fact that, particularly in YA novels, the protagonist is always a 16-year-old girl.
Yeah.
Like, the saviour of the universe is a 16-year-old girl. Have you met many 16-year-old girls? Because I don't want them saving my universe.
It just wouldn't happen though, would it?
No,
That's
it wouldn't.
the thing. It just wouldn't happen.
I mean, I can understand it in some circumstances, but really, it's just not going to happen.
No.
And I don't care for it to happen. I don't want a 16-year-old girl saving my world. Well, I mean, if my world needed to be saved, yeah, and if a 16-year-old girl was going to do it, fine. But I think there are more qualified people than 16-year-old girls. Just stop it. Stop it. No one wants it. Stop it.
I just love triangles because they're just everywhere and I just can't be doing with them. They just bore me and they just make it... When I love a triangle, it's introduced into a story, it just makes it drag for me and it's cringy and it's like, ugh.
It also makes me doubt the protagonist because they're like, the fact that they genuinely are confused about these two different people. Like, is that how your mind works? That you can't actually decide who you like? Like, are you that, like, shallow that you just can't... You're like, oh, I like this person for this. Oh, I like this person for this.
Yeah.
How about you just like someone and then you're just with them?
Yeah. Question 12, a nope love interest. So a love interest that is just not worthy of being one, like one that you just don't like and there's just no point of it.
We had the same answer for this one.
We did. It's Teresa from Maze Runner. Like...
No,
I don't particularly like her as a character anyway.
No, she's a bit of an arsehole, isn't
Yeah, she really is.
And
the thing is as well, is that I don't see the point of a relationship in it.
They didn't need to be.
No, there doesn't. So the fact that they try and make it into one,
it's just
it's just not needed.
No, and she is just she's an annoying character at times, and particularly as the books go on, you just like get away. And then there's that potential love interest thing that just stop it.
Question 13, a nope book. So, a book that just shouldn't have existed and just made you go, nope.
Plague Pit by Mark Alexander. This is my answer for every nope book right now. It's possibly the worst book I've ever read. It's truly terrible. We've got a review on this, which is basically just me ranting for about 10 minutes.
Yes.
It's bad. It's a notebook. Nope. Don't ever want to read it again. It's almost like so bad that I can't stop talking about it because how has this been published? How?
So this book that I've chosen, I haven't actually read, well, neither of us have actually read it, but it's generally just like, why would you? So it's A Life and Death by Stephanie Meyer. So basically it's just a reimagined Twilight where the sort of characters are reversed.
Yeah, they're like gender bent.
Yeah. But why would you? Like, what is the point? Seriously. And the thing is that I didn't even realise it was Stephanie Meyer. I just thought it was a completely different author that did it.
Like
but
some sort of bad fan fiction.
Yeah, but the fact that it was actually Stephanie Meyer who made the decision to be like, yeah, I'm going to go for it. No. Question 14, a nope villain. A scary villain or antagonist that you just would not want to cross and that would make you run in the opposite direction.
Okay, I kind of struggled with this one because I like villains and I'd probably end up teaming up with them because I'm just that kind of person. But I actually chose Findo Gask from the Genesis of Shannara series. Findo Gask is a demon. He is the commander of the armies of the void and his goal in life is basically to just destroy humanity. He's like, wants to bring about the end of the world. And he's quite good at it. He doesn't mind how he does it. He's like, whatever, kill yourselves, get someone else to kill you, creating all the wants men. And he is just a nasty fella. I wouldn't want to come up against him because he'd probably kill me, and I don't want to die.
I chose He Who Must Not Be Named, Voldemort. He is one bad ass.
Mother trucker?
Yeah, mother trucker. Yeah, he's just nasty. He's scary. Like, he generally used to terrify me as a child. I had to like look away when Voldemort was on the screen in the Philosopher's Stone when I was a little kid. Like, he's scary, man. I would not want to cross him in a dark alley or in the light of day or any time, really. Question 15, a nope death. So, a death that still haunts you. We came up with a couple for this, didn't we? Because there were just too many to choose from.
Everybody I love dies.
I know.
So we just picked a few. Obviously there are spoilers in here for,
Yeah.
you know, deaths and stuff. So we chose
Tish from Wicked Lovely.
We chose Acheron from the Magician's Guild series.
We chose quite a few from Hunger Games.
Yeah.
We chose Finnick, Rue,
And
Prim. And yeah.
We chose Fred Weasley. We chose Tonks and Lupin. Because
I mean, all these deaths make us feel. The last and final question, question 16. A nope author. So an author that you had a bad experience reading and that you will avoid at all costs now.
I chose Andrea Maria Schenkel, specifically for the book Bunker, because what was this book really? It didn't make any sense. The writing was all over the place. I had no idea what was really going on, who was supposed to be the bad guy, because all of them were crazy. None of the characters talked or felt like normal people. They were just weird. It was just a very weird book, and I, like, at the end of it, I was like, what just happened? Like, I don't know. So I'm never ever going to pick up another book by Andrea Maria Schenkel. I'm sorry, I'm not. It's just was bad.
Again, my typical answer for everything bad and that I will stay clear from is Veronica Roth. Really, for the book Elysian, because it was just appalling. It was absolutely shocking, and she literally put me in such a book slump where I couldn't read for ages afterwards because I just didn't want to. Like,
kind of betrayed you felt a
yeah,
little bit by
it
your
did.
author there.
Really, really badly. So, you know, I've seen a few books by her, but I wouldn't go anywhere near them just because of her, like because of that book. Like, I just wouldn't, like, they don't appeal to me anymore, even if they sound promising. It's just like, no, I'm not even going to do it.
It's like you know what she does to characters.
Exactly. She wrote me in and spit me back out. No, I don't think so. So thank you for watching our notebook tag. We have chosen to tag Books and Looks and Game of Tomes.
Yeah, they're both duos like us. They're
Yeah.
both awesome, and you should really check them out because they've got some really great videos. And if you've not seen them before, I think if you like us, they're better than us.
Yeah.
So go check them out. If you like this video, leave us a like, comment, subscribe. Let us know if you've read any of the books that we've read and noped. So we'll see you next time.
See you later.
Bye.
I don't think so.